Cooking Mama Cookstar is the weirdest, strangest, most mysterious Switch release of all time, easily. If you want to win this Nintendo Switch Lite, beautiful pink, coral pink, it was upside down, stick around to the end of the video to find out how. Over the weekend, there was some hubbubaloo going on about Cooking Mama. I guess this started back before the weekend. It started on even before March 31st, which is the release date of the game. But wow, Cooking Mama Cookstar is definitely, easily the strangest Switch release of all time that there will ever be. I think there's so much mystery afoot, scandal. And it's like, what the? You're like, Cooking Mama Cookstar, Shane? Are you kidding me? Let's get into it. It's out of fucking control. Okay, so it starts, apparently the game released early on the eShop. It was supposed to be released on March 31st, but it released early on the eShop somehow. No one's sure of any of this, like how any of this happened or what. No, there are very few definites in the case of Cooking Mama Cookstar, as you will see. But yeah, it was supposed to release on March 31st, but it released before then. People were downloading it and playing it, and then it mysteriously disappeared from the eShop, probably because it wasn't supposed to be out yet. If any of this information is incorrect, this is all the stuff that I was reading around the internet, so don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm just giving you what I saw. But anyways, on March 31st, it rolled around, people were like, oh, well, now we're gonna get to play the game because it's the official release date, and it was gone. It was not there, it was nowhere to be found. People have been emailing Nintendo. People aren't getting any answers as to why it's off of there. No one knows for sure why it is not up, as it should have been on March 31st. And on top of that, very, very few physical copies made their way into the hands of consumers. Retailers around the entire world were either not stocked, said they were going to have stock online, and it just wasn't available for purchase. Like GameStop, it was on their website, but you just couldn't buy it. Some places in Australia, I think it was EB Games in Australia, had some copies that people have bought them. I checked on eBay before making this video. There were 4 listings. I typed in Cooking Mama Cookstar, only 4 listings appear. One of them was $70. For an English version. NTSC had the American ESRB rating, and then I think another one was an English version, but I don't know if it was an American English version, but it was like 30 to 40 bucks, pretty cheap. I don't know what the retail was supposed to be for this. Damn sure it wasn't $70. I think Cooking Mama Cookstar is like a cheaper game, like a $40 game. I'm not sure. I never played a Cooking Mama game in my life. All right, it doesn't look like something I want to play. They are very, very successful. There were so many on the DS and stuff like that. I think 3DS as well. Very popular games. I've heard people do enjoy these, so there you go. It's just like a cooking, little cute, chibi cooking game, like, let's chop the stuff. You know, I've never played it, but it's pretty just like a fun little cute cooking game, basically. But yeah, so there were very, very few copies out and about in the wild. Some consumers got their hands on them, lucky, I guess, but they were all supposed to be pulled from the shelves. Apparently, Amazon, Target, all these other places have actually taken down their online listings. I think GameStop as well took down their online listing for the game. So they're like trying to erase this game from existence, and no one knows why for sure. But the speculation, the number one speculation, there's a couple of speculations here, but the number one speculation is that it was mining cryptocurrency on Nintendo Switch consoles. That's what people think. Was apparently before the game released, when they were working on it or what, the developer, which people aren't even sure who the developer is really. There are 2 developers that it could have been. I don't know which one it was saying this, but the 2 developers are First Playable and Planet Digital Partners are the 2 developers that are accused of being developers of the game, I guess. I don't know. The 2 suspected developers. Anyways, one of them said that they were going to integrate blockchain into the game, which is how you trade cryptocurrencies online. You can use the blockchain, etc., etc. Just look into it if you know what blockchain is. Basically, it's how you trade cryptocurrencies. Anyways, I don't know why it would be the first game to integrate blockchain, which I don't know why Cooking Mama Cookstar needs to be the first game to integrate blockchain. Like what? Like in the game, we're gonna be like, you can trade cryptocurrencies with your friends. Like, it sounds really fucking weird and shady. They have come out and said, we took that out of the game. People have went into the code and checked, and there is no blockchain code in the game. There was space where it used to be, but they took it out before the launch, and they went on a whole thing saying like, we were gonna put it in the game, but we didn't. So there's no way this could be mining cryptocurrency on your console. 'Cause Nintendo Switch games are safe. They're way safer than mobile. Blah blah blah. Mobile games can get your data, etc., etc. They just went on a rant about how it's completely safe. Again, I don't know which developer it was. I didn't see. No one cited which developer said that. That I saw, at least. I only looked at a few websites, but everyone was talking about this, and I was like, this is incredibly interesting. So it was really weird. They took it out. I don't know why they were getting integrated in the first place. It didn't say why they were, but they said they took it out, and people have actually went into the code and found like, oh yes, it's not there. There's no way that this thing could be mining cryptocurrency on your console with the digital and the physical version. They have checked on both versions, and they're like, there's no way this is the case. So it couldn't have been taken down for that reason, right? Maybe because of allegations it was taken down for that reason. Like people were like, hey Nintendo, you have a game literally using my Switch to mine cryptocurrency against my will. What the hell? And Nintendo said, get it out of here. But then people suspected that maybe that wasn't the case, why it got taken down, because no one knows who published the game. On top of not being sure who developed it, which we'll get a little more into that in a second, no one knows who published this game. Apparently, Cooking Mama games were all published by a company called Office Create. And then they changed their name to Cooking Mama Limited, I guess because all they published were Cooking Mama games, I don't know. But then they changed their name back to Office Create. Neither of these company names are on any of the promotional material, any of the videos, not the box, not anything. It is not on their website in any way. There is no linking this game to that company. As you know, past games, it had the branding and the marketing and on the box and everywhere else. They were proud of their product here, but this one is nowhere to be found, so we're not even sure who published the game, which some people are like, okay, that's why it got taken off of the eShop. You gotta have a legitimate like who published it? How do we not know who published a Nintendo Switch game? The case looks really nice and official and thought out and everything. I don't know how this got this far without knowing for sure who published the damn game. It's pretty out of control. Like, it's pretty outrageous and ridiculous. I'm assuming this game is gonna be really rare, especially if all this stuff doesn't get sorted out. The price is gonna be through the roof eventually for those scant few Nintendo Switch physical copies that are out there in the wild. Like I said, I was only 4 listing on eBay. For a brand new Switch game that just released in the last few days, that's ridiculous, okay? I'm surprised that you could get one for like 30 to 40 bucks, so maybe buy that up if you were a scalper or a reseller or whatever, but who knows, maybe I could be wrong. But the game does run poorly on your Nintendo Switch, and it drains battery really quick, which was another reason why people are like, okay, it's definitely mining stuff. It's using my the GPU and all that shit in my Switch to mine cryptocurrency. That's why it's draining my battery. But it's just the poor optimization because they removed the code, but they didn't optimize it after removing the code. They just took all the blockchain stuff out, and there's just a big gap. I don't know how coding works, but there's like a big gap that makes it run poorly. They didn't optimize it correctly because of that. They just kind of shoved it out the door like, okay, get it out of there. Next Cooking Mama game, here we go. But again, we don't know who developed it. We'll get into that right now. So apparently the first developer listed on this game is First Playable. But the game isn't on their website. There are no posts from them on anything. They have no claims to this game in any way, shape, or form. They are just listed as a developer, but they literally, it's not a part of their catalog or anything like that. It's just a mystery. Oops, I guess we made that and we forgot about it. But then the name that's on the box, the developer that's on the box is Planet Digital Partners, but neither of these companies will claim that they developed the game, apparently. Your name is on the goddamn box. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get out of that. You're like, it wasn't me, I didn't do that. It was them, it was the other guys. Someone stamped our name on there, we had nothing to do with it. But apparently, Planet Digital Partners has no information on their website as well, but they did used to have information on their website that they deleted. They have deleted all information that they've ever posted about this game from anywhere that you could see it on social media, on their website, all that stuff. So it's all, every company that's had ties to this game has been trying so hard to distance themselves from it and be like, we had nothing to do with that. Even though I feel like it's clear that all the people had to have, right? This game didn't just come out of nowhere, out of thin air. So what is the deal here? No one wants to take ownership. No one wants to take responsibility. It's disappeared off the eShop, disappeared off of online retail, disappeared off of shelves. I don't know what's gonna happen to the physical copies that were out there, like that got pulled from shelves. Like, are they just gonna sit in a warehouse somewhere? Like, this is all incredibly strange, and maybe we'll be talking about it in like 10 years. Like, you remember that crazy Switch game fiasco? Like, there's like weird, with like stadium events on NES. It's like, oh, it got pulled because like Bandai bought the rights and they made their own power pad type of thing, and that's why but some copies got to retail and they didn't get pulled fast enough, and so that's why stadium events is so expensive. Maybe it's gonna be one of those cases where this game is gonna be like very, very few physical copies and it's gonna be very expensive. I would not be surprised. Like I said, it's just everything. Like I said, no one knows anything for sure at all about this. I mean, maybe we'll find out in a few days or something, because it did just happen just a few days ago, and people are contacting Nintendo, contacting the developers. The developers haven't posted, the supposed developers haven't posted anything on their social media since March 27th, I believe. So, I mean, like across the board, it's just like everyone's hands are just up, just like, what in the hell is going on with Cooking Mama? Cooking Mama Cookstar. You would like, why is this the game that was gonna introduce blockchain, and then all this, just a whole chain of events, just like, oh my God, blew my mind. It was incredibly interesting to me, and I am very interested to see what comes of it. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe it'll just be like one of those gaming mysteries where we just never know, and it's just gonna just be like this rare, super gnarly game for Switch collectors, even though it's fucking Cooking Mama, right? I mean, stadium events is just stadium events. It's like a garbage throwaway game. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got any leads or clues. Are you a detective? Let me know, baby. But if you want to win this Nintendo Switch Lite Coral Pink, beautiful, delicious, brand new in the box, never removed, drop a comment on the video here. Leave a like. You got to be subscribed to win, so subscribe. And I will be picking a random winner at the end of April. So every video counts. I'm going to be picking a random video, a random comment from a random video. That's how you win, so make sure to leave a comment on every single video uploaded in April. Duplicate comments don't help, so chill out on the spam. But yeah, so if you just drop a comment on all the April videos, you got that many chances to win. Like I said, random video, random comments, so anybody can win, literally anybody. My best friend, my grandma, the biggest YouTuber in the world, the smallest YouTuber in the world, anybody can win, so drop those fucking comments. But if you want to support the channel and look like this badass on screen right here, hit up our merch store, fugamecrue.bigcartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff. If you buy anything, send me a picture or a video and I'll throw you in here right next to me. If you want to support the channel but you don't want to buy merch, we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/fugamecrue. For as low as $1 a month, you can really help out the channel a lot. We also have a join button down below. You can check that out. When we stream on Fridays, you can hit us with some emotes. You got a little badge to show off your support. It's a pretty fun way to support the channel. I'll be live streaming on twitch.com/fugamecrue pretty much every single day. Little niece videos in the works right now, so stay on the lookout for that. I'm editing it, about halfway through editing it, so this week for sure, I promise you that. All the stuff I just talked about is in the links in the links are in the description below. My personal channel is down there. Cameron's personal channel is down there as well. We're also on BitChute and Blair. Go Google us on those respective platforms, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.